Hello, 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 and welcome to the Mixed Tunes with TheChalkMD. This time we are playing Risk of Rain 2. Now this will be my third video on my channel, and this will be the third different game in the channel. I thought the Risk of Rain is a bit more intense game in the three of the games I've played so far. So I don't know. I think it will be a bit hard to talk while fighting, but also I that's the reason that I'm not gonna start with a fresh save. I'm just gonna use my normal save. My normal save doesn't have all the unlocks because I'm lazy at doing some of them, especially the prism challenge with the mercenary. I don't know. Does this game still have prism challenges? I mean, I know Eclipse is still a thing, but I mean, Eclipse should be a thing most people. The monsoon is not even at the proper difficulty. But yeah, the what was I talking about? Yeah, like I said, when I play, it's hard for me to talk, but I will get through it. I'm gonna play the game and talk. I promise. So yeah, that's why most of the unlocks are not open. Oh, that's a good item. Old guillotine. It makes it easier to deal with the elite enemies in the game. So let's talk about mercenary. Mercenary is an unlockable character in the Risk of Rain 2 game. I'm using it with the basic abilities, so nothing has changed because most of the unlockable abilities are not that impressive in the mercenary. I got hit by that. Weird. I think it should have done more damage. Well, whatever. Let's start with the basic ability. Your normal attack. Your normal attack hits rapidly three times and leaves a mark on the enemy. The mark does after you leave the mark, next attack consumes the mark and deals extra damage. Pretty nice. Your M2 is an Beyblade like move, if you know the Beyblade. It's generally there to make it so your after you hit the enemy three times, it makes it easier to execute your mark attack. Your shift ability is a dash that stuns enemies that it goes through up to three times. It's a really good gap closer, especially if you are walking around the enemies. I am taking unnecessary damage like that. And your last ability, your R, is also a dash you can use freely. That when it goes next to an enemy, it blinks into them and does damage. Everything is, I guess, apply crit and bleed. So if you get something like Creative Dagger, it's really good with it. I especially love it when you use the command that lets you choose your items. Then you can get like bunch of purities and use your R constantly, or your M2 like a Beyblade. You spin around. It's not as fun as your R though. You can like get purity, then you can get guaranteed crit and bleed. Then you are the enemy, and since R does actually decent damage, don't fall. You do like 2 or 3 hours and oh, are you gonna fall? No. Okay, cool. You're gonna kill 1 or 2 enemies every time you are, and since you are using the R constantly, you are killing all the enemies while bleeding them and creating them. It's quite fun. And like I said, you can blink to enemy if you are close to it. If you get hit before you blink, since you have guaranteed crits with the healing, you easily heal all the damage back. Did we check here? No, we did not. We also should probably look for newt. Oh, two of them. Okay, that's a party down there. Should look for newt portal. The blue portal, I mean. Oh, okay. We have the movement, ladies and gentlemen. Also, you don't have to hit all three of the attacks to an enemy. You can hit the third attack to an enemy, and then it will mark the enemy. So that's also an easy way to do it. I don't think there are other items. I'm just gonna check a couple more spaces that I know for new portal. Then if we don't get it, we don't get it. There is a way to align yourself with this and then dash through it. Let's see if I can pull it off. Yes, it's actually quite easy, I guess. Could it be here? Yes, nice. Thank you. Since I have shield, I think I might try to go for the extra items. So let's see how many times it will take for me to go back. Once? Really? I am impressing myself right now. Well, so this is basically the mercenary. It has really good abilities. Oh, we're playing it on normal. That's also helps, I guess. I'm I did that again. I played the Isaac on normal. Now I'm playing Risk of Rain in Rain. Okay. I shouldn't be doing that because I'm actually used to playing it on harder difficulties. This makes me look better than I actually am. Okay. So Stone Titan is actually a quite easy boss to beat with the mercenary. Which is funny because, if you don't have any covers, it's impossible to kill with other enemies because of the eye laser. You either have to run from the eye laser. Oh, by the way, just like that, you can dodge the enemy abilities. Let me see if I can redo it again. That wasn't it. I can't hit the enemy below. You can proc all of your. You can play proc the third mark with all of your abilities, by the way. Oh, I didn't touch that time. It's that and red whip. Yeah, we are a fast boy now. I preemptively pushed the shift button, so I wasn't able to get back. Okay, please, it's enough. I have had enough, sir. Please stop. Do I have enough green items? No, but I have enough really good white items to get a green. This is the new portal. You can get the new portal by sacrificing a lunar coin to a newt altar. This guy is newt. It just sits there. It does nothing, literally nothing. It teleports you out of his shop if you hit him too much, but you can one-shot him if you have too much damage, and his shop will stay open, and it will reanimate next time you came into his shop. Reanimate, that's a nice word. I'm using all the big words today. I just started doing the batch. My first video was Hades. I said I was gonna do the batch later, but I just thought, I mean, I'm on computer. I might as well do the batch now since I'm just talking about the character, talking about the places, what's the right thing to do, what's not right thing to do. Since I have some experience with the game, I know some of the in and outs, what would be the smarter thing to do, what wouldn't be the smartest thing to do, but like take it with a grain of salt, I guess, cause like I said, I'm not really that good in the games. I love playing these roguelikes, but I am really not good at them. I generally choke in at certain points, but I really enjoy playing them. I have some knowledge. Like here, as you can see, we're in 9 minutes and time is not going forward, so difficulty is not increasing because this place, like it says in description, time stops. And if I enter this null portal, time will not move on. These are salvants, the portal, void portal we went into, get us into the salvants. Outside of this place will hurt you, and when you push to the salvants, just like when you push to the teleporters, it will charge. One type of enemy for the first and second salvant will attack you while getting random items uh, every other charge. And if you get out, you will get hurt. You will take damage over time because there is no air, I guess, and you will start with taking 2 damage, then you will start getting you will start getting hit by 3, then when your health goes down to a certain point, it will go to 2, and after that 1, but you will never get like yeah, this is it. I'm no longer taking damage. There is no such thing. You might die from it, and it's especially hard in mercenary because you have to get out and kill the enemies. Oh, okay, that's the worst enemy it can give you, the mushroom, because it loves an attack at you. This attack will slow you, will do bunch of damage. It's really not that fun when there are other enemies around. I'm not gonna attack them because it's easier in first stage to just wait for it to charge. I should have checked the lunar items though. I have some lunar coins. Well, it's fine, I guess. I don't have to check the lunar items because lunar items generally gives you a buff that also has a debuff. Some of the abilities are really nice with the buffs, but some of them are not. I really don't like Vision of Heresy, for example. But on the other hand, I really like Purity and Gesture of the Drowned. So Purity lowers your ability cooldowns by I don't know, 2 seconds, I guess. Then lowers it by 1 second. This might be double of that. Yeah, we're probably gonna die because of the mushrooms. Just gonna put it out there. You can always leave the place so you don't die, and that's probably what I'm gonna do, cause this doesn't look that possible. I probably should have waited for one more stage before I had I tr before trying to finish Void, so I could have gotten a good red item perhaps. I don't know. I might try. Oh, okay. Where is it? Where is next one? Oh, it's right there. Okay. I'm just gonna wait to heal. I'm gonna cut this one from the video. So see you when I'm full health. Okay, I've changed my mind. That sounds boring. Let's just fight the enemies. Okay, let's just not fight the enemies because that's not a good combo. Okay, that's a bit disappointing, but what can you do? You don't want the golems to charge at you with 5 go-tos while the mushrooms are slowing you down and damaging you. Yeah, that's unfortunate, sadly. Hopefully next of the run, rest of the run will be good. Oh, okay. This is not bad. This is even better. Hey, buddy, what you doing? That was just unfortunate. Okay, thank you, healing drone. I will not forget this. I mean, I will probably forget about it and let you die, but I'm just gonna say I will not forget about this. Okay, I don't. Okay, I have 5% crit now, and I don't have enough money for it. That's a really good item because your R ticks, and as you can see, if one tick, if first tick is crits, that was fortunate by the way. The rest of them are also crits. I can speak. I promise you guys, I know how to use the words. It just doesn't come out of my mouth. It goes for dash as well. If a proc ability like a crits or bleeds hits one enemy and it's a crit or bleed, it will be for the rest of the enemies. At least that's how I know it should be going. I'm not that sure about the dash. I'm 100% sure about the R ability. So I'm gonna just put it down like that rather than giving you misinformation. So here's the thing. This is a guaranteed heal every time I R or use another abilities in an area fashion. But this is pure damage with my third proc. So okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the easy way out because we almost died to voids because we didn't have any healing. this. Please let it be good. Not bad. Now I'm regretting my decision. This item, gnarled wood sprites. It's a really good heal. And what's with the green items, my man? What's with all these good green items? Now you're gonna say like, yeah, the chrono bubble is not that good. It's actually pretty decent slow, especially if you're a ranged survivor rather than you know accurate or mercenary. You can kite like a lot of enemies with it, and it's a debuff, so you can use the skull. It's a one stack for the skull, debuff. That's also nice. Infusion is always an welcome addition. And tougher times. We have two tougher times. That will be nice. When I can't dodge the Matrix attack, the one that's like a line that makes you hate yourself because it's faster than you most of the time. And if you dodge one, you just hit your forehead to the other one, and you are in a health gap. Health gap. That's not the word. I don't remember the word. This part. You are at this part, and you get hit by the other one, and you die. Yeah, I love that feeling. Don't you love that feeling? Like, you are in a 30 minutes god run, and Matrix 2 hits you with that, and you question your whole existence. All of these items are pretty good, but I'm just gonna take the guaranteed bleed. I probably should take the burn with gasoline, but uh, I already have a lot of area abilities, so I don't need that crowd control from the gasoline. I would rather have bleed for the bosses. Also, you know, I have will o wisp, which is better. Gasoline. Ooh, mountain. Yeah, I would like to die. Please. Thank you. For the uninitiated, 15 minutes stage 2 is actually pretty bad and will make you lose the run in monsoon difficulty, not in rain though. Okay. I need you to calm down and show me where I am. There's so many shit at the screen right now. I accidentally hit my Q button. Weird because there is nothing close to my Q button. So there are two other well bill queens, I guess. Yes, let's kill the one without anybody next to it. So Will-O-Wisp will take care of that. Yeah. By that I mean the mobs around the Beetle Queen. Please let me go. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be in Disneyland. Please let me out. Nice. I mean, it's an easy boss. But oh, okay. I like the ukulele. I don't like the what was the name of that item again? Queen's gland. With the update, they made these guys look more greener to make them look different than actual mob, which is a nice touch. They still suck though. They have a really bad AI that frustrates me like a lot, especially when you are climbing through hills or something. Okay, there is a possibility that guy will stuck somewhere around here or here and won't be able to help me fight. So thanks for nothing. Nothing. Ukulele procs to what? Oh, to this guy I guess? No, it was full health. Let's take this. So this guy is almost has the same health as the Beetle Queens. Sheesh. Thank you, Will-O-Wisp. Even with the AoE damage of uh, Mercenary, it's hard to kill all of those enemies because guess what? We are late, so game is harder. What should I get? Yeah, I think this will be the answer. Yeah. Okay. This is a bad item. Why is this a bad item? You see this part? This part means you will not get one shot. It's your one shot protection. So, shield should be nice, right? Since it's generally replenishes faster than the health. But in the case of health regen, it sucks because you can't heal the shields. So what happens is you wait for 10 seconds, and if you get hit in that 10 seconds, I don't know, it might be something shorter, you are not getting your shield back even though you are hitting the enemies. That's weird. That's the first time I've seen the teleporter appear there. So what happens is you don't get your one shot protection by healing, which makes you really vulnerable to heavy damage shots like uh, Imp Overlord's charge attack, the one he does when he reappears from his blink. It's like Giratina Shadow Strike. Was it Shadow Strike? God, it's been so long since I played Pokemon. No, my healing is better. I'm not looking for the new portal because I don't want any lunar items. I probably should check new Diamond and Pearl games when they come out. I'm pretty sure they will be amazing. Fun fact, my first Pokemon game was Pokemon Pearl. German version to be exact. I don't know why it was German, but it was the German version. I bought the game. It should have been English. I don't know why it was German. In my country, the games are always in English. But I bought the game and start playing it. It was amazing because it was Pokemon, but I didn't know what was what because it was in German. So I started improvising. I looked at the icons and see what was what. Then after I memorized those, I started to playing game like that. Also, it was the first time I guess they started implementing, showing what's the special attack and what's the physical attack. I'm pretty sure the fire red or sapphire, emerald, or leaf green, or the games like the games of the third gen didn't had that. Okay, let's start. Let's stop head first, going head first into enemy. So that was also really confusing when you are like 12, 11 years old and you see game is doing game has a something like wave next to an ability and you are putting it on a uh, Pokemon with heavy physical, like it has 200 physical attack and like 80 special, and you are putting a special uh, attack on it, and it does nothing. Then the Cynthia's Spiritomb does the same attack, and it one shots you, and you are like, okay, why? My Pokemon has more levels, my Pokemon is fully evolved. I also loved playing Infernape, which was a physical Pokemon. It made it really hard. So I was like going through the internet. Why doesn't that do that much damage? Please help. I don't know how to speak German. And then I looked and see like the first implementation of physical and special attacks and mm, like I'm saying implementations, but the way they show is an implementation. I'm not saying they didn't had physical and special abilities in earlier Pokemon games because they had. Like it was the first time they specially showed that this attack is a special attack, this attack is a physical attack. Like that really confused me when first time I played because it was in German. Like I mean, actually, yeah, scratch that because there was no explanation next to that wave or the comic pow picture. It was just like, yeah, that's that's the picture, and that's the other picture. You're gonna do whatever you think is right about them. You can do nothing, maybe. I don't know. It's up to you. So an 11-year-old dumb boy, played around the game, giving special powerful Pokemons physical attacks, giving physically powerful Pokemons also special attacks. Cause I didn't know what Flare Blitz was. It was hurting my Pokemon, so I didn't want to use it. So I used the, Fire Body ability because I had the Infernape. And my Infernape Funnily enough, was an adamant nature Pokemon, which meant it had more attack and less special attack, which also made game so hard on me because I was trying to use flamethrower, flare blitz. No, not flare blitz. The other strong fire ability, the one you put into your only to your starter Pokemon. I remember the Dragon move, for example, Dragon Meteor, but I don't remember. Let's say Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump is the water equivalent of it. Uh, I was trying to put Hydro Pump into a physical Pokemon, which made game even harder for me. And if you played more or less any Pokemon game of 4th gen, you'll know Cynthia is undoubtedly the hardest Pokemon League champion. Oh, ATG. So I'm trying to beat Cynthia, which already has some of the Pokemons with like bad matchups for the Infernape to start with, like Spiritomb and Garchomp. But you also have a dumb boy who doesn't know how to use special and physical attacks. Though I don't know, it was frustrating, but since I was at the time I wasn't too big, it felt so freaking beautiful. And uh, after that, I started learning about the game and understand some of the ins and outs, which made it way easier to play Platinum. Giratina is my favorite Pokemon, by the way, from 4th generation. But my favorite game of Pokemon game of all time would be Pokemon White and Black, cause the battle style in those games were best in DS in my opinion. It was so fleet. Health bars were, oh, health bars. Yeah, if you played Pokemon Pearl or Diamond, you know the infamous health bars. Yeah, health bars are fast, especially gameplay wise was finely tuned in Black and White, unlike in Diamond and Pearl. Even in Platinum, fighting was way more enjoyable in Pearl. Uh, Not Pearl, Black and White. Ah, I was gonna change my shield generator. Why are you hiding it? You don't want me to get rid of my shield generator? It's too late. I have already done it. It's done. What was I talking about? Yeah, Pokemon. Yeah, I really enjoyed the fighting in Pokemon Black and White. Black and White 2, it's fun. Why it's fun? Because you can fight all the old Pokemon games league champions. I mean, you can fight Cynthia in Black and White, but you know, the Frontier style battle in Black White 2 is also quite enjoyable. I really like it. Maybe I should talk about some of my favorite games in my rants, because it doesn't feel that difficult to talk about the games I actually know quite a lot of stuff about. I don't know, this is actually quite fun, not gonna lie. For example, I really, really, with a passion, hates Pokemon Moon and Sun. Also with extensions Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon because they could have easily said the game was made for new 3DS and 2DS, but they didn't do that. Game lagged in 3DS and 3DS XL and 2D and all 2DS, which made fighting parts really frustrating because you are when you're playing a 3DS or DS game, you are not going for some to play visuals, but at least fighting shouldn't lag. Like that's a really frustrating issue for me because I didn't had any neither 2DS or new 2DS or new 3DS. I had the classic 3DS. Then when I tried to buy a new 3DS, it was quite expensive for you know the console that you already own, but just like better question mark. It wasn't better. It was I guess a little bit better hardware, but like so what? And you could have easily said, like I said, it was intended for new 2DS and 3DS, but since most of the people at the time owned older versions, they decided to go with the greedy way, which is really sad because really makes it less enjoyable to play with a lag. Yeah, I mean, a Pokemon game with lag in fights. This is not an online game, and the visuals are not that intensive. Why is game lagging? Fix your fix your gosh darn game. Yeah, I mean it was a greedy choice, which made me quite sad actually, because I really enjoy Pokemon. Enjoyed actually, because I don't like. It's not the only reason that I don't like Pokemon Sun and Moon. The other reason why I don't like Sun and Moon is it's less interesting, to be honest. Even the anime wasn't that interesting in the Pokemon series. Like Pokemon X and Y were pretty fun to play, like really enjoyable. Most people actually liked it as much as Sinnoh, I guess. I don't know. Like it wasn't as compelling as like Black and White series, Sinnoh series, nor the X and Y series. Like it didn't have a good. How can I put this? The rival was bad because rival was weak. Even in games, rival was quite weak. I don't even remember the guy's name. The guy with the weird pose. He was weak. The last enemy you fight was not a Pokemon, which really ticked me off. What's that? It's an Ultra Beast fusion that you can't own. What's that? What do you mean by that? So, the enemy boss is not trying to outsmart me or has a tactic, it just has an human hybrid, Ultra Beast, which uses Pokemon. It's just smarter. It's just better, man. It's just better than you. It's not even fighting you, by the way. I said that wrong. It's not fighting you. It throws out Pokemons. Like, what? I didn't get the red chest. That's also beautiful. We are doing the stupid stuff possible. Okay. Just like Pokemon Sun and Moon. like it really ticked me off. What was that? It, that was a weak game. That's what that was. It was a weak and bad game. Like seriously. I shouldn't be buying a pro version of a console for a game. And if I'm buying for it, it should actually say you can experience this the right way with the Pro console. So don't buy it. There are like, I guess there's a Fire Emblem game that says, yeah, you need to have the new 3DS to play this game. It probably hurt their sales, but they were actually honest about it rather than, being slimy. Like I said, that was very sad. But other than that, I don't like Pokemon Sun and Moon, and I also don't like Pokemon Sword and Shield. Pokemon Sword and Shield doesn't have that lag problems, but what it does have is lack of artwork. So, game looks like a shitty version of Breath of the Wild with like half the love put into it. This is a Pokemon game. It's gonna sell, so we can do some stupid shit with it. That's what they were thinking. I 100% guarantee you that's what they were thinking. Since people are gonna buy this game, why bother? Right? Why bother? It looked bad. New updates didn't help. I stopped playing after like two, 2 to 3 hours, I guess. Maybe not even that much, cause it doesn't look good. New Pokemons were also a little bit uninspired in my opinion. I mean, I know there are like thousand Pokemon right now. What else variation can you do? But there should be some stuff that you can use. Like seriously, they even looked sad. All of them looked sad. So I'm hoping they fix all of those problems in Diamond and Pearl remake because like I started playing Pokemon with those series, so I would really be sad if they didn't respect the memory. But I think, for example, I really like Pokemon X and Y, even though starters were also not that good, didn't look that good. The movesets were, yeah, movesets were not bad, classic starter movesets with some unique moves, I guess. Pokemon X and Y wasn't that bad. Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire were also not that bad, especially with the extended Emerald parts of the game. Like, you get Rayquaza and Deoxys and all that good stuff without, you know, events which I wasn't able to get. I was a bit late to game, even in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Like I get Shiny Raikou, Suicune, and Entei, I guess. Other than that, I didn't get anything, which is pretty sad because you can only get Arceus by an event. It was so sad. And when I get the Arceus event, it wasn't the Azure Flute event. It was just, yeah, there you go. Here's an Arceus for you. Like, it was so anticlimactic. I didn't even feel happy when I get the Arceus. Like, I was like, oh man, come on, at least give me the flute. Because I want to feel. Because, you are young. You are little rather than young. I mean, you are both young and little, but the stuff you feel is more intense. You enjoy it more. Like when you uh, blow that Azure flute when Giratina attacks you first, you feel that intensity, and it makes the game feel more special. I died. Let me stop my finish my rant, then we can end it here. Like you can feel it better when I didn't get the Azure flute, to get the Arceus event inside the game. It made me feel really sad, disappointed. Just like when I felt when I was playing Pokemon Moon and Sword. So I hope they do better in the Pearl and Diamond remakes. I would love it, especially if they did it like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. They were really well done. So that's it for today. That's it for my rant. See you in the next video.